I'm just rolling by. Hi. How are you guys doing? Oh, I love you too. Hi, everyone. I'm up with this late because I have really, really bad insomnia, and so it's really hard for me to sleep, and I never have a chance to do anything until it's nighttime and Liam goes to bed. And so I've been trying to clean up a little bit, and then I decided I really felt like I had a really bad sweet tooth, and so I wanted to make some pudding pops, and I just figured I'd go live, talk to you guys, and bring you along for the adventure. I am in my wheelchair right now, yes. I've been having a couple of really bad days. I actually passed out 5 times yesterday. I made it by only passing out once today, but last 3 or 4 days I've just been really bad medically, and so whenever I'm having a really rough time, I use my wheelchair, even if I'm at home. Usually I only use it when we go out, but if I'm having really bad days, there's just sometimes I just have to use it at home. So I have started the meds. I've been on the blood pressure medications for a little over a month now. Max is, come here, bud. Can you walk around? Come on. Don't just stare at me. Can you walk around? Come on, just squeeze through. He's trying to figure out if he wants to squeeze through. I'm going to have to move. Squeeze, squeeze. Come on. Come on. You're skinny, dog. See? You only had to squeeze through. So I really made him squeeze through. Hi. Say tail wags. Say hello. Say I love you all so much. Say Max. Our king. Our king, Max. You are my God. And I am your subject and your follower, and you are my king, my holy one. I don't know. All hell King Max. Come here, Maxie. So really quick, I just actually, there you go, all the way. Whoa, we're rolling. Sorry, I didn't lock it. My bad. I just posted this on Instagram. No, don't go away. Come back. Max! He left me. But I just posted this on Instagram. A lot of you guys know when I first got Max, he was a rescue. And so we did not know about his skin allergies he had when we got him. And I wasn't really too worried about it. But Max does have really bad skin allergies he actually has to take medication for. And so he also has a sensitive stomach. So when I first got him, we went through multiple different kinds of dog foods trying to find a dog food that did good with Max. And I ended up finding this brand called Wholehearted. Hang on, I'll show it to you guys. Just let me set the phone down and get over here to it. So I ended up finding this brand, Wholehearted, and I was getting the salmon dog food for Max because he can't have chicken or anything like that, and so salmon's actually better anyway. And so I was getting just the salmon kind, and he was doing really good on that. And then I tried putting him on a raw diet, and I had him on the raw diet for about a month and a half, but his stomach was not handling it. We weren't even doing any chicken. Like, we were staying away from chicken and just doing, like different kinds of the fish and, bones and beef and pork and just, really, we did everything we could to, make sure he was having a very good raw diet. But the point here is that even with him being on the raw diet, his body did not work with it. And so I guess I can turn the camera. His body just didn't work with it, and so he was just having diarrhea, and his stomach was just constantly torn up. And so I ended up putting him back on Wholehearted on the salmon food that he had been on before. And then he was doing good on that. And I found this one last week. It's the Skin and Coat Care that I just showed you guys. And so I'm trying it out. It's the same thing. It's still the salmon. This one's salmon and beet recipe. So, it's still the same thing. It's just for skin and coat care. And so I figured he does really good on this brand anyway, and since I'm not really changing ingredients and it's still basically salmon and pea, that, you know, I figured why not try the skin and coat. I don't think it'll make a difference, but, you know, it works. Maybe it'll work. It's not going to hurt anything trying it. Oh, I love you guys too. Max is 2. Okay, I'm going to set you guys back up. Aw, thank you guys for watching my channel. Hi guys, you look awesome. I'm so out of breath. Thank you, Madison. I appreciate that. Max is a Border Terrier lab mix from what his first DNA tested. Guys, sneak peek to a new video that it'll be a couple weeks, but hopefully in about 2 weeks I'll have a new video going up. I'm doing a second DNA test on Max. And so you guys just, you know, start rattling your brains and thinking about, you know, what kind of dog you think he is. His first DNA test, it was just from a lower company, a smaller company. I don't remember what it was called. You guys can find the DNA test video here in my videos. But so they weren't quite as big. And then we partnered up with Embark, and we're doing a review video, kind of a which one do we think works better. Does Embark show the same things? Is that smaller brand that's a little cheaper? Is it better than the Embark? So we are going to be doing a new DNA test on him. His old DNA test said he was mostly Labrador Retriever and Border Terrier, and he had Carolina Dog in him and Poodle and I think something like a Rat Terrier and a Border Collie. And so I think it was a Border Collie or something like that. You guys can go watch that video and learn all that. But anyway, it had all these weird breeds in it. And so the most of it was saying that he was a Border Terrier lab mix, though with part of his DNA belonging to those other dogs. But yeah. So we're gonna try out this new DNA test and see what this new DNA test says. I love my mutt dog, but it's still fun. So yeah, y'all keep an eye out for that. Oh, Shara Equestrian, I'm so glad that we can bring those smiles to your face. This is Apollo. My kitty cat's Apollo. This is all day. He loves laying on me and just like being on me. He's actually my emotional support animal. He helps me a little bit more with my PTSD issues. But so he follows me around all day, and guys, he's kind of huge. He's as big as Leon is now, but he's a big old cutie. So I was just doing that. Like I'm his person, and if he's laying on someone, it's usually me, and he like hardly ever leaves me. He follows me around the house. He's just like Max in cat form. But he loves it when I'm in my wheelchair because he just lay on me and never get up. So I'm trying to talk with you guys a little bit more before I do all this. My son's name is Liam. Emily, try to eat a little bit before you go. I ended up eating an actual meal before I went there. And the tilt table makes a lot of people pass out, and if it doesn't make you pass out, it makes you very, very sick. I actually didn't pass out on the tilt table, but I almost started having some pre-syncope on the runner. They have you run on or fast walk on a treadmill. Luckily, I actually made it through that without passing out, but then after my appointment, towards like when my doctor was leaving and we were saying goodbye, I ended up having some really bad issues. I ended up passing out twice within an hour, and so I did end up passing out a lot that day. I just didn't in that moment, but I wouldn't eat a whole lot of food because it made me really sick. I have undiagnosed gastro issues. We're still trying to figure that out. So it's hard for me to eat, and so if you're a person that stays very nauseous and if it's hard for you to eat, don't eat that much. Like, eat a little bit. You don't want for me, I have to eat a little bit or my blood sugar bottoms out. But make sure to eat a little bit of food, but don't eat too much and stay hydrated. I think those would really help. But other than that, it's not that bad. You can watch my video that I did on it. I do have a video of me getting diagnosed, and it shows, like, everything that I went through, all the testing and The nurse, even I'm in the beginning, I'm sitting there talking to the nurse and asking her questions, and then at the end, my doctor actually comes in on the video as well. So if you want to check out that video, it's I'm officially a POTSI is the beginning of the title, and it's testing for dysautonomia, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. That's the full title, but you can just type in on my videos here on my channel, I'm a POTSI, or I'm officially a POTSI, and it'll pop up. Apparently. Max has been training for 10 months, almost a year. See, what is this month? Hang on. It's what, March? Yeah, 10 months, because May 5th, I've had him for a year. So he's been training for 10 months. My favorite type of cat, I do have okay, I have two favorite cats. I can't choose what my favorite dog breeds are, but I have two favorite cat breeds, and it's a Sphynx and Maine Coons. Like, I swear to God, I'm getting a Sphynx one day. I would love to have a Maine Coon, but if I'm going to get a Maine Coon, I definitely want to wait until I have an actual house that's big, because Maine Coons get the size of, 20-pound dogs. Some of them can actually go up to 30 pounds, but they're huge cats. And they're like $1,000+ to buy one. They're so awesome cats. I actually used to have a cat. It's the cat I have my tattoo for, Nikki. I got his paw print right here. But he was part Maine Coon, and he wasn't full blood Maine Coon. He was just like one of his grandparents were Maine Coon, and so his dad was like half Maine Coon, and then so he got some of that Maine Coon gene. He was huge. And he was so cute. Here, let me see if I can show you guys this. This right here. Is that it yet? That is from Nikki. I don't know if y'all can see how big that is, but those are his paws. He had really, really large paws. Those are his actual paw prints. And there's an N right here with a halo. That was my very, very first tattoo. And he had massive, massive paws. So, yeah. Why can't y'all hear me? Okay, I think, am I just behind? I am. I'm just behind. Sorry, guys. Why did I marry Chase? Oh, I don't know. Chase, he's Chase. I don't know. We met, and it was really funny when we met. He pestered me and would not leave me alone. I ignored him for an hour. He would not stop pestering me. Finally, I caved in and started talking to him. And then he just, I don't know. We had a really good connection in the moment we met. And I don't know. Guess I just love him. How many pets do I have? I think I have 15 now. Sorry, I'm trying to go through comments. Oh, that's right. That's right. You can't eat before the blood test. I ate after, and I'd eaten the night before. That's right. I forgot about that. So was it just it must have been a different day, because I remember a different day we were going out to Birmingham, which is where that's kind of located. We were going out that way. Remember, there was one day that we had to go out there, and I ate a lot of food and I got sick. I thought it was that day, but I forgot about the blood test, because you can't eat before the blood test. So I ended up eating 11 o'clock the night before, and I did eat a lot of food the night before. I made myself sick. I ate so much food. And then we got food. We actually got Taco Bell afterwards, so I really wanted Taco Bell. Can't believe I forgot about that. I am not on medications for insomnia anymore. I used to be, but the insomnia medications just made a lot of other things for me worse, and so it's a long story. Chase and me have been married for almost 2 years. Our 2-year anniversary is actually March 16th. So it's been almost 2 years. I actually just bought his anniversary gift earlier. All right, I'm trying to get through these comments because I really want to make these, but I really want to talk to you guys too. so many comments. Sorry, guys. I want to DNA test the cat, but currently they don't have, as far as I'm aware, there's no DNA test kit out there for cats yet. They can like check health kind of thing, but they can't determine the different breeds. And so if something like that was to come out, I would absolutely get them DNA tested. But as far as I'm aware, there's nothing like that on the market yet. I will post throwback pictures. I think I have. Me and Chase did not have an actual wedding though. Something, guys. Oh, speaking of, so my original engagement ring from Chase was this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but when he proposed to me, it was this ring. And so, where's my camera? Sorry, this is a new phone. This is the ring he proposed to me with. And so we could never find a band that would fit this, and I also want to have I forget how it's called, but it's like a double band. It's like where you have two rings on each, or a ring on each side. But I really want to get something like that for it, and we can never find anything. And so Liam's first Christmas, Chase bought me an actual wedding set, which is what I've worn through most of my videos. And it was just a simple wedding set because we could never find something to go with this, and he wanted me to have a set. And so he got me that simple wedding set, which was really pretty, and I ended up breaking it and completely ended up messing it up a couple months ago. And so I had to be able to wear it. And then I thought, I was trying to find this the other day, and because the last time I'd seen it was when we had moved in, and I couldn't find it, and I thought that I had lost it, and because I had it in the K's bag that it came in, and it wasn't in there, and I thought I had lost it. Chase actually found it earlier. And he brought it in. He was like, "Oh, hey, do you want this back? Didn't you think I thought you said you threw it away and it got lost." And I lost my mind. So now I don't have my wedding set, but I have my original engagement ring, and I love this ring so much. I'll have to post some pictures from when I first got it. But I love this ring so very much, and him and I are currently on the hunt to find a band to match up with this. And because it's an odd shape, it's an oval. It's just a really weird shape. It's really hard to find a band. All right, sorry, I'm not really reading all the comments. I'm just trying to hurry up and scroll through. Let's see. I have a sweet tooth. Liam, that's all he does is use stuff from that sensory box. There's actually, let me see if I can flip the camera around. So that little orange ball right there, that's the ball from the sensory video. That orange ball right there above my finger. That's from the sensory video. It's everywhere he goes. He loves it. And he loves all this stuff though. Okay, I'm trying to get through these comments and then I'm going to start doing these. We're going to have a big wedding one day. We I don't know. We didn't really care to have a big wedding, and I'm still not really crazy about having a big wedding, but we just really didn't want a wedding, and which is fine, but we might have a wedding, or not really a wedding. We might have like a little ceremony and one day, but honestly, I'm leaning towards just going to Paris. I would much rather put all that money into going to Paris, which he promised to bring me to. A couple months after we met, he said that he was going to bring me to Paris one day. He actually gave me this little Eiffel Tower keychain. It's actually on my keys that's over there on the door, but there's this little Eiffel Tower keychain that he gave me, and he said he promised he was going to take me to Paris one day. Okay. Let's hurry up and go through this. Okay, so I guess can y'all see everything? So yeah, I have a sweet tooth. It's the only time I really get to do anything because Liam's always awake. Chase bought these for me the other day because he was like, I thought you might like to make some of these. So he bought like these little jello popsicle things and then the stuff for me to make the pudding. And so, I'm so excited. But, so I think I'm going to make half vanilla and half chocolate. I've got fresh bananas over here that I'm going to put in with this. And so it's going to be the vanilla pudding mix with fresh bananas, frozen popsicles. And then I've got some chocolate. So I'm going to do chocolate pudding with marshmallows. And so it's going to be nice. They're going to be yummy. It's so weird trying to do this sitting down. Held off on that last half cup. Sorry, I only have a half cup measure. My other one's dirty and I didn't wash it. But I left out half a cup and I'll add it towards the end. Where's everything at? Okay, whatever. I need a whisk. I thought I had a whisk in here. Not, it's probably dirty. Is dirty. Wonderful. My favorite thing to cook, I don't like to cook. I love baking. And I love to bake everything. Baking is awesome. Sorry, I've got to clean this list real fast. Oliver's good. She's still pregnant. Favorite pet besides Max? I mean, I really love Apollo. Apollo gives cuddles. Why don't you ask me what my favorite reptile is? Because I can't choose I can't choose from my furry animals. My furry animals are so amazing. Favorite type of movie? I don't know. I really personally like nature movies, and so, like, as a kid, I used to watch Animal Planet. I didn't watch cartoons when I was a kid, and I didn't, like, if I wasn't outside playing, I was, and by outside playing, I mean wandering through the woods barefoot, climbing trees, because that's the kind of child I was. I was a little dirty country kid, but, still am. Still a dirty little country kid. But I'd be walking through like the creeks in the backyard and through the woods, and I always had one of my dogs with us because we always had dogs. And so I always had one or not two or three of the dogs with me. We just walked through the woods. And so if I wasn't out doing that, I was inside watching like Discovery or Animal Planet. And one of my favorite series that ever aired was Meerkat Manor. Sorry. Hey, sorry, guys. Ooh, Planet Dates was good. Max is pretty much my first service dog. I had one dog I was trying to train before. She was a really young puppy, which was fine, but I didn't temperament test her. She was a natural alerter. And so this was before I really knew anything about service dogs. And this is right when I started really trying to consider service dogs. You guys will see her. I've got videos of her from when I first started my channel. Well, it wasn't even a channel. It was just I was posting videos. I wasn't really trying to do a channel. It was just somewhere to have them documented, and they weren't taking up space on my phone. But you can see her in some old videos. But I was learning about service dogs. She had started alerting to my fainting, and she was letting me know she was a 100% complete natural alerter. Like she was so good at it. She was very, very young. And I was trying to figure it out and how to go about it. I had never temperament tested her. I just started training her. So she never went through the testing to see if the dog, the behavioral testing and all that, to see can the dog handle it, is the dog suitable for it. She didn't go through any of that because I didn't know anything. And all I thought was, wait, she's letting me know I'm fainting. Oh my God, this is awesome. I can train her and bring her out with me. That way, she's letting me know before I faint. And so I knew the concept. Obviously the dog has to be trained. But I didn't know anything about IDs being fake. I didn't know any of that. And so I wasn't in the service dog community. I had literally no one to talk to. I just started thinking of it. Like she had started doing it. It was just like, oh my God, I was like so caught up in the moment. But a couple months go by and she just really wasn't doing it with public access. She really didn't like going out. And so we stopped training her, and we also ended up having an accident where I was walking through the house. And it was at the tiny house we lived at. She got under my feet while I was carrying Liam, and we fell on top of her, and she hated us after that and kept trying to bite us and was like viciously snapping at Liam. So it went from Izzy, who I don't really consider my first service dog in training either, just for the fact of I didn't really know anything then, and if I would have been actually evaluating a dog to go in training as a service dog, I would not have picked Izzy, but I didn't know how any of that went. So I see her as, she kind of was like her service dog in training, but I feel like with what I know now, looking back at it, it's like there's no way that dog would have ever been a service dog in training. And she just didn't have it, for public. But I really consider Max my first service dog in training just because I went into this trying to find a dog to train. Izzy was just it just happened. But with Max, I was actually looking for a dog because I learned from Izzy that I could benefit from a service dog. So with Max, I went out looking for a dog, knowing that I can train a service dog and that I can get a dog and help me. And I had learned about, the testing and things like that, all that stuff that I never got a chance to do with Izzy. And so I picked Max specifically for the job. And so I really consider him my first service dog in training, but no, service dogs and IDs are not a thing. It's not in our federal law. I had Izzy and Max within a week of each other. So by the time I had rehomed Izzy, I had already found Max, and I just knew Izzy was in there. Cut it out. But yeah, so I've had Max for a year. So this time last year, I had just gotten Izzy. So this time 1 year ago, I had just gotten Izzy, and I had Izzy, I'd gotten her February. It was I think it was beginning of February. And so, come, mid-April, I was kind of noticing that she wasn't able to do the whole service dog thing, and then ended up finding a home for her, and ended up finding Max a couple days later. Max is somewhere on the floor. He's over there, actually on the couch, my bad. But I'm also in my wheelchair, so it's not too bad. If I go to get up, every time I stand up, he runs to me. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these like this. What are you guys saying? Hi, guys. Don't worry, my counters all were cleaned. I'm just lazy and I like putting things on counters. Sorry, I'm trying to get these thin as I can. Give me that potassium. Actually, everyone is asleep. There's my napkin. I never had a doctor, because I never really knew what was wrong with me. And so, finding the idea of a service dog was actually all me. I didn't have a doctor at the time, and I currently have a doctor now because, I've been diagnosed. But in the beginning, when I was a kid, I was diagnosed with syncope. That was it. It was just syncope, which is the medical term for fainting or passing out. And so they didn't know what was wrong with me, so they're like, we're just going to diagnose you with syncope. Like, we know I faint, but why? Don't diagnose me with fainting if we know I faint. Why don't you, tell me why I'm fainting? But anyway, I went to tons of doctors, like heart doctors and brain doctors, and they could never diagnose me. And then so finally, we stopped looking for doctors when I was 17, because I went to every kind of doctor to have testing done, and no doctor ever knew what was wrong with me. And so then September 28th of 2017, I found a doctor myself because of you guys, and you guys telling me about the potential and what POTS was, and I learned it from you guys, and because of you guys, I found a doctor close to me, and she's my doctor now, and she 100% fully supports the fact that I have Max, and she said that if I would not have already had a service dog, because she actually has people that go to her clinic and see her that have service dogs. I actually talked to one of the ladies. She lives near me, but she actually sees the same doctor I do. And she has her service dog. But anyway, my doctor said that if I wouldn't have already had the service dog, that she would have been recommending it for me and trying to get me to look into it, just because, I guess she had seen how her other patients benefited from the service dogs. But yeah, it's kind of cool having someone that I met online go to the same, we use the same doctor. It's just, she doesn't live that far from me. We haven't met up yet, which I look forward to. Bananas are so yummy. I made homemade ice cream when I was younger. How did I get diagnosed with PTSD? I went through some pretty bad shit that ended up with the cops involved, the courts involved, and ended up with someone going to jail. And in that process, because I was a 13-year-old kid, I was stuck with every single counselor and therapist you could possibly imagine. So yeah, I didn't get diagnosed with all that crap when I was 13, 14. I was young. I have a pet tortoise now. My Instagram is Service Dog Paws. All of our social media is Service Dog Paws. People accuse me of faking all the time, actually. A lot of the people that's kind of in the service dog community, there's this group of people that hate me, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. I'm not going to please everyone, and I'm not trying to. But they call me fake a lot, and that it's their job. But is to worry about me. But I do have a lot of people that see some of my videos and try to say that I'm faking. But it's okay. I was diagnosed with my medical problems officially with my POTS. I was diagnosed with my POTS September 28th, 2017. Yes, I do have a Pac-Man frog. I have snakes. I have lizards. I have tortoise. I have dog. I have cat. I have geckos. Let's see, what did you guys say? Ooh, yes, I have any homemade pancakes. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna have some of this left over because I do really want to do 3 and 3 of these pops. The banana. Okay, I was about to say the banana stuck. See, I'm gonna do this out making a mess. so messy. This would be easier if I was filling all of them up. Uh-oh. No! Darn it! I need a smaller spatula. It's just a really bad mess, but the bright side is I have an entire bowl of it. And it's so good. Sorry guys, I'm disgusting. Oh, it's so good. So these are gonna go in the freezer. I'm gonna put the rest up, and we'll have just, I don't have wafers. Wish I had some wafers, but we'll have banana pudding without the wafers. Which you can do this with wafers too. If I would have had wafers, I would have done this with the wafers, but I didn't have any wafers, but Chase forgot to grab them. But you can even put the wafers in here and freeze them. Ooh, that's so smushy. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna be a mess. Man. Okay. Okay. I think we're good now. Pudding pops! So I think what I need to do is sit here and eat all of this and then make chocolate. That sounds like a good idea. I wish. I do need to find, where did I put that bowl? I need to know. I lost the bowl. Please tell me I have another clean bowl and I haven't lost them all. There's not a clean one. I know I had a clean one. Ooh, I don't need it. I'm gonna put them in here. I forgot I had this. I don't need a bowl. I'm gonna put them in here. And it can be like frozen Krabby Patty banana pudding pops. I also just put these in the fridge. Oh, this would be so, I wish I had the cupcake pan papers, because I could put papers in these and then just take this and pour a little bit into each paper and then put them in the fridge. And then anytime me or Liam or Chase wanted some, all we have to do is pick up the paper and we just go eat it right out of the cupcake paper. Oh well. I might freeze them. I know it's messy. Okay, I'm gonna go this way, grab a spoon, and then rinse this out real fast. I know it's clean. I'm just trying to rinse it out and get most of the banana out of it. Well, it's not cupcakes. It's banana pudding pops. I was making banana pudding popsicles. And so I've got the vanilla banana pudding and banana pieces in here. And now I'm going to make the chocolate, but the chocolate's going to have marshmallows in them, and I'm going to freeze them, and it's going to be banana pudding pops. And I had so much extra stuff left over that I'm putting them in cupcake kingdom and also freeze them. And they'll just be like little banana bites, frozen banana pop bites. Why are 47 of you watching me? What's up, Epic Uploader? Oh, thank you, Alyssa. That's all I'm using the store-bought pudding. Or if you're talking about pre-made, yeah, I'm sure even if it's pre-made, because that's all you do with banana pudding when you make it is mix it up and then put it in the fridge. And so the only thing, the fridge makes it to where it's harder, and it's not harder, but it's not as soupy and it's cooler. It's the same thing, except you're just putting it in the freezer. What did I say? When do I want Max to retire? I don't really have a want. I look at it as every dog is different. Some dogs might need to retire when they're 4. Some dogs might build to retire when they're 13. Max will retire when he's ready. Whether it's health problems or him. How many of this? Oh, goodness. Yes, I do want to reinstall my dreadlocks. I have had a Burger King refuse to serve us and say that we couldn't be there if I didn't have an ID or proof of the dog, and we wouldn't want to be there. And I showed her the laws multiple times, mind you. I showed this lady the laws. It was the actual manager. And we ended up leaving, but ended up calling corporate, and the manager isn't there anymore. So this was last year, but like early last year. This is almost a year yet. But let me see. What are you guys saying? Ooh. Whisk. Aw. There we go. That's good. Now for the marshmallows. and the tiny marshmallows go in. I feel like it needs more. It's almost like enough. Is there enough marshmallows? If I had the s'more crackers, like if I would have had the vanilla wafers for the banana pudding, and if I would have had graham crackers for these would be turning out so good. I feel like I could put more marshmallows. Oh, well, all the marshmallows are in my scotch. Or my whisk. Get out! All the marshmallows are stuck. Okay, let me just spread it. Here we go. Oh, I love you guys so much. That was so sweet. I don't know what my favorite thing to bake is. I like baking. If that counts for anything. I just enjoy it. Oh, I have to show you guys. Chocolate pudding and marshmallows. Yum. Okay, I'm going to start off by putting some of it in here and kind of getting it out of my way so that maybe I won't make such a mess in a second. Okay, I feel like with some of it out, it's not quite as heavy. So maybe I won't completely mess this up. I'm trying to be so careful. I really want to stand up to do this, but I've been passing out too much. I've been having too many issues. I can't stand up. I really don't feel like passing out. Dang it. Oh man. They're so messy. Okay, go in there. Okay, they're super duper messy, but I mean, whatever. Messy just means it's yummy. Okay, my hands are covered in pudding, but I have half banana pudding with bananas, no wafers. Wafers would be really good in here. And half chocolate pudding with marshmallows. Graham crackers would be really good in this too. And then just because I had more stuff than I could use, they're also in cupcake pans. try to save some so I can taste it. Cupcake hands. I'm gonna try out the chocolate pudding. Okay. I'm disgusting when it comes to food. Don't like me. Don't watch this if you don't like people that eat nasty. Marshmallows and chocolate. Yum. Mmm. It's so good. If I had graham crackers, this would be amazing. It would be like s'mores. Get down. Down. Go. Get your butt down. You are not allowed on the counters. I don't know what the hell you're thinking, but no, sir. We do not do that in this house. Max's vest that he has, there's not a link to it. It was custom made for him. You can find the lady that made it at River Dog Gear on Facebook. Mind you, if you have a service dog, she does verify that you have a service dog and to try to prevent from selling two fakes. So, just a heads up. But I love her. She's awesome. I love her to death. It's so good. There's not that much in here, but I'm feeling really sick. Like, I feel sick from eating it, but it's so yummy and I love chocolate. My stomach is, my stomach is gurgling something awful right now, but it tastes so good in my mouth. I always regret it because I can't eat a lot of food anyway, and then it's like, oh, my stomach really hurts. It's so good. I don't want to stop eating it, but ow. There's always a little bit that don't be yet. I do that. It hurts. Okay, I'm gonna stick this in my refrigerator so I can eat it tomorrow. Like, I ate like half compared to what all I put like in the popsicles versus what I just like actually ate. Man, I can't understand if my bullshit keeps rolling. So pretty much, I ate like half a popsicle. Like, I didn't even eat that much of it. I really don't need to eat another marshmallow, but I'm just gonna eat two more. And it hurts so bad. But they're so tasty. Does anyone else do that? Have medical problems, like where when you're eating food you can't eat a lot and you get sick, but then it's like you get so tired of never being able to really eat that when you make something sweet you like force it down your mouth and end up getting really sick from it because you really just never enjoy the yumminess. Because I do every day. It's awesome. So now they just freeze, and then we'll eat them over the next week or so. Might take longer than a week to eat those. I have like 15 pets. There's still 60 people on, and an hour into this, there's 60 of you guys on here. Y'all are awesome. Oh man, I want to grilled cheese so bad now. Like grilled cheese. I've had a grilled cheese in a couple days. Guys, I don't do politics. We don't do religion on my channel. The only law you'll hear us talking about is when it comes to service animals. I love grilled cheeses. I crave grilled cheeses like all the time. If you don't crave grilled cheeses, something is wrong with you. When you hear the word grilled cheese, if your body does not start craving grilled cheese in that moment, it's just, no, there's something wrong with you. You have to crave grilled cheese. All of my animals are upstairs, and I'm not walking up those stairs right now. My dog attacked me going up those stairs earlier. I posted about that on Instagram. We were bringing Liam up to bed to lay him down, and Max attacked me. He was walking up the stairs, and Chase was carrying Liam, and Max makes it to the top, and Max turns around and barks, growls, huffs, just makes these really weird noises I don't know. I thought I was dying, and then launches himself down the stairs at me, and literally jumps into my chest, knocks me against the wall, and starts shoving me to the ground. Pretty much he ended up doing an alert. That was his most violent alert ever. He's usually just, oh, Mom, you're gonna pass out, paw. And he might paw me some more, jump up on my chest and stand there and be in my face. But he's never shoved me down and that kind of thing, or been vocal like that. So it was just really weird. The fact that he got vocal was just crazy, because he's not a vocal dog, he never talks. And then he launched himself at me. But it's kind of funny looking back at it now, just the way he was so goofy when he did it. But he did his job, and I was able to lay down before I passed out. I love all cheese, so I like grilled cheese sandwiches with 6 cheese on them. Anyway, if you've never had grilled cheese, just go get you 2 pieces of bread, and you can do mayonnaise on one side. I use mayonnaise. I don't use butter on my grilled cheeses. And if you like grilled cheeses, next time when you go to put your butter on your grilled cheese, put mayonnaise on it instead. It's really, really good. Max is 2. He just turned 2. But we're going to be celebrating his birthday on Adoption Day, which is May 5th, the day I got him. But alright guys, I'm going to hop off here because I'm actually getting really tired. I got my May 5th is Max's adoption day. So I got my little treats that I wanted to make. I got those made, but I'm completely out of energy now. And so I can't do it anymore. I think I'm actually just going to lay down on the couch tonight because I don't think I can make it up the stairs, and Chase is already asleep. He has to be up for work, he has to get up at 4 a.m. So I'm not going to wake him up to get him and help me up the stairs. So I think I'm going to sleep on the couch. I'm getting really out of breath. Wow. I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight so I don't have to walk up the stairs. But I love you guys. And I guess I'll see you guys later. I love Mustangs. Old Mustangs. I'm good, but I will see you guys later, okay?